All right, Marcel, let's get us rolling. Thinks Cap's book will be worth reading.
Not for me, but it's gonna sell. Ooh, Michelle Obama's Your Memoirs, you better move that off the shelf. Cap's coming. And I respect the fact that he's doing it with his own publishing company that he's starting. So this is gonna be the first release, obviously. And I love the fact that he understands that value. I don't respect that a guy who in the last 4 years hasn't given 4 interviews is now gonna go on a press tour, because I sold a book, a best-selling book too, Never Shut Up. And guess what it is? A lot of questions, Q&As, and interviews. But now he couldn't do that for the message. He couldn't do it for his own personal reasons of being a symbol of the message, but he could do it for the profit. He could do it for the book. That's a little disingenuous for me. Will it be worth reading? I'm not so curious, because I'm not so curious of his mental framework. I'm not so curious about how he got to this arrival moment and to this place. And I'm not so sure that he will be so forthright in telling all the reasons. So for me, it's not going to be worth reading. But if someone wants to get into his mental architecture, go ahead. I'm not going to diss it, but it ain't going to be on my shelf.
I'll read it. I'll read the book. Is it worth reading? I don't know if I really care about Kaepernick's. I don't care about Kaepernick's opinion. But I'll read the book because it's this roller coaster that's been going on with him for years and years. I would like clarity, and I'm praying that there is clarity. I don't know if there's going to be clarity. No interviews. We have conversations about transparency, but nobody can ask questions. I don't know if we'll ever get to the bottom line, so hopefully the book does it.
He's a polarizing figure.
Yeah.
And there's no questioning that. I would read the book, and I would want to read the book because I would want to know what type of journey he's going to take his reader on. There's been so many different storylines that have been connected to Cap. He's a part of our culture. He's a part of our community, the football community. I would like to see where he's going to go with it. What's the context? I'd like to see if his path is all over the place, if it's all in the forest, or has he, charted a course from point A to point B. For what it's worth, people could not like him. There could be people that love him, people that are detractors of him. But one thing's for certain, he has stayed consistent to what his plan is and to who he believes he is and what he represents. And for that, this could be a golden opportunity for him to actually shed light on people who think not so highly of him. And so that's an opportunity, and that would be enough for me to pique my interest.
I hate to connect this in any way to Snoop, but it's like one of the things I liked about Snoop's apology and almost everything he's done in this Gayle King situation, he spoke for himself, just him and a camera, and it sounded real and authentic. When I hear Kaepernick in this organized interview with no tough questions, systematic oppression, dehumanization, and colonization, the few times I've heard Cap speak, he doesn't sound like this. The few times. He doesn't put together, and again, having been a journalist who takes people's quotes, people, even the smartest people, don't speak in these types of complete sentences during an interview.
That's true.
Even the smartest people. Barack Obama doesn't do what Cap allegedly did here in this interview. And so I think Glasses and Marcellus, you make a great point. There's all this, Cap's pro-transparency. But he's the most secretive and reclusive leader we've ever seen in the world.
Maybe he's controlling his emotions.
You are a fool for all of you.
He waited and curved it right back there. That was pretty special.
But then Marcellus's point that I hadn't thought of was like, you would do no talking when you had the entire spotlight and a chance to speak out against police brutality and the underserved community and how they're mistreating the criminal justice system. You would do no talking then. But now that you have a book to promote and a publishing company to promote, you started with USA Today and you're about to go on a campaign.
Oh, you better. And he is. And you know what? It's sad because it's just more protest for personal profit, just like the Nike shoes. And then what's going out there? Oh, one shoe store is giving away part of the proceeds. Not Nike, a shoe store. So I catch all these little things. And then he went mute for martyrdom, so everybody could be like, oh, I don't know, but the mystery is the martyrdom. Come on, man. He says right now in this softball Q&A that he wants to control the narrative now. It's 2020. Sorry, brother. In 2014, the Uninterrupted started and the Players Tribune. And their whole mantra was to control the narrative for the athlete, especially the black athlete. And this dude's gonna come out 6 years later and talk about, oh, I wanna control my narrative. And then the sound bites you just said, the quotes. If you've read the autobiography of Malcolm X, which I think we all have, and seen Black Panther, you're gonna say what he just said right there. It's so simple, it's so mainstream. Colonization? What the hell?
Colonizing. Yeah, literally. I did think Black Panther. I was like, damn, he read the Black Panther script.
And so, look, I don't like to totally boo-boo on him, but I do question when he asks, why do I do it at this moment? Why not earlier in my career? A lot of the questions surrounding me, everyone wants to know now.
Can I take the other side of this?
Oh, I hope.
2 seconds.
I need it.
Just to provide some possible perspective, is it far out to think that he has thought this out and really vetted this out to a point of where now it's like, once you put something in a book, and you've written a book, I don't know, have you ever done a book? Have you ever done a book?
No.
I have not done one.
I have, but I didn't. Like somebody ghost wrote mine. Like
once it's on the paper, once it's there to be read, you can't recant that. You can't take it back. Even if you have to, or if you're forced to because something comes out, it's there. So if you're going to speak in those terms where it's definitive on what it is that you're standing for and what you believe in, why not think it through? Why not plan it through and talk it out and have a business associated
Because it may be
with
manufactured and perfectly crafted instead of authentic in what you really did it for. You know what you did it for.
But what if he
in
can find
2015,
authenticity?
2016.
But what if he can find authenticity within that manufactured deal? Like, I'm just looking at it. I just want to see if he produces this book, can we feel like there is authenticity connected to Colin? Because I haven't felt like there has been.
I'll just say this.
But is it
These sound a
possible?
lot different than these quotes we got here
I'm about to say.
about decolonization.
That's
Again,
fair.
if you're going to speak to kids from their neighborhoods, don't come with the decolonization and all, dehumanization and all these big buzzwords that you done looked up. And last thing, and we don't have a lot of time, but again, I don't think he's in control of his narrative. Okay. I think other people are in control of Kaepernick. He's been a symbol being used by people with a political agenda to take on football as part of it, but also to take on the patriarchy. I believe he's just a prop.
transparency, no. Is he controlling his narrative? No. The whole campaign lacks transparency. That's controlling your narrative. Like, he's putting out what he wants to put out, but we just losing a level of authenticity. So is it him saying these things? I don't know. But I know it's not transparent at all, and that scares me.
I know he has help. He certainly has resources, and he has a community that's surrounding him that helps him come up with it. And I think people benefit if he can keep his cause strong and can continue to build it out. So, but I do think that he's controlling.
His cause is Cap, you know that.
But it is. But I do believe that he's leading the charge on what he wants his narrative to be.
Yeah, well, for me, I think that the lack of transparency and the different consultation that he's under the guidance of now, that's different than Dr. Harry Edwards, who initially consulted him, is not in that same position right now. You can see the shift in position and the shift in this protest. So, man, look, I just keep it 1,000. I already know the story of the suburban tryhard, bro. I already know what that looks like, who always get questioned and overcompensates. I know what that looks like.
Read that book in grade school.
Read that, man, saw that book. And
that's what I meant.
How transparent is it going to be? You say, why did I start it? Not earlier. And, you know, when I was a different persona. Is he going to go there?
With the Kaepernicks?
Is he going to go there? Is he really going to go there? Because we know, look, you want to talk football up here? Or Alden Smith, anybody want to talk? This is a book. You don't want to
go to Alden?
My book talks bad about me and good. Alden Smith to Nessa to teammate. We going there? If we gonna go there, I'm reading this book. If we ain't going there,
It might be there.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. And be sure to check out more of the best clips from Speak For Yourself, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.